happy Tuesday. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm kind of been trying to start impromptu reading vlogs for the past couple of weeks and they haven't really worked out. I kind of filmed the first part of the vlog and that's been about it. Today we're gonna try again. I was gonna try this on the weekend, but I kind of just wanted to relax a bit and not read and whatever. And even this morning, I'm not sure if I want to read right now, but I have some books to talk about that I'm planning on somewhat getting to this week, so we'll see if that happens. I don't know for sure. But this is just my current TBR for this random impromptu reading vlog, so we'll see what happens with it. First book I'm currently reading is Finding Cinderella by Colleen Hoover. I've never read a Colleen Hoover book, and I do realize that this is a novella to the Hopeless duology or something. I don't know if I click with Colleen Hoover's writing. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't know if she's I don't know if I really like the characters so far. And if I don't really like the I seem to like from what we've seen of like the Hopeless characters, those seem kind of like cool. So they seem pretty cool. So maybe I'll pick up Hopeless, but as of right now, the two main characters I wasn't really crazy about, like, cause they started like kissing within like 5 seconds of the book starting, you know, and that's just not my thing. I don't know. They're okay. And I mean, I understand that it's a short book, but like, they move real fast. I am currently on page 44. So it's like 130 pages or something. So if I could just fly through this week, that would be great. And then I can finish the book and I'll be really happy. Next thing on my TBR is Dorothy Must Die by Daniel Page. I've been slowly reading this over the past couple of weeks and I haven't finished it. I'm very close to the beginning. I'm on page 26, so it's good so far. I'm enjoying it. Things are interesting. I'm just like kind of in a reading slump, so I'm kind of just trying to get out of that reading slump because I really want to read things. So yeah. Then I haven't picked this up yet, but I have 16th Summer by Michelle Dalton. I really want to pick this up this week and get into it because I read 15th Summer by Michelle Dalton and it was one of those books that helped me get out of my reading slump last year. So I want to read 16th Summer. There's a whole series. I don't know the rest of them, but this is the only other Michelle Dalton book that I do own. And I know that I decently liked 15th Summer, but I'm pretty sure they have like very similar plot lines with the whole, are these two gonna stay together or is this just a summer fling kind of thing. So I don't know how I feel about that being all the same, but I don't really want to go in knowing much else. So I really did like her other books, so we'll see how I feel about this one. Then I have Geekerella by Ashley Poston. So this book I just want to read because my family is all reading it currently, so I think it would just be fun if I like joined them and read it as well, because sure, they're all listening to like the audiobook, so I might listen to the audiobook as well, because I'm not really listening to the audiobook for any of these other books, but I would love to pick this up, so we'll see. And then the book that I'm most excited about is Again But Better by Christine Riccio. Is that how you pronounce it? She's like pronounced her name like a million times on her like her YouTube channel and stuff, and so like I'm probably pronouncing it wrong still, because I just suck that much. But if you don't know who Christine is, she is a booktuber. You probably do know who she is. She is Poland Bananas Books. She makes a lot of book videos. She was like the first person on BookTube that I started watching. So she made these writing vlogs where she was writing this book. And so, like, I watched all those writing vlogs, and now the book is, like, actually here, and it's, like, out, and it's a thing. So, I bought it last week, so I want to read more of it. I haven't read too much. I think I'm somewhere in chapter 2. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. So, I'd love to finish it this week. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'd love to read more of it. So, that's my current TBR. So, I'm thinking I'm going to head off to school pretty soon. I kind of want to play the Royal Romance in my free time this morning. But maybe I won't. I don't know. But I'm thinking I'm going to bring Finding Cinderella and Again But Better to school, so we'll see what happens. I'll be kind of busy because, like I said, I just got back from a band trip, so I'm kind of behind on my schoolwork as I missed 3 days of school, so I'm kind of catching up, and I also am pretty busy with other things, so we'll see how all of that works out. I don't know how much time I'm gonna get to read this week, but we'll try. And yeah. Is there anything else I need to tell you? Yeah, I'm just super busy. So I will hopefully see you guys later if I update, because like I said before, this isn't the first reading vlog I've started and not finished. So I'm gonna try to read something, but I kind of want to go play the Royal Romance this morning. So guys, it's Emily. Bye. And I've kind of had a busy week, so I'm here again. It is Wednesday today, so I have read a bit, not like a whole ton. Not that I was expecting to read a whole ton, but I've read some stuff, so I thought I would update you. I've only really picked up Finding Cinderella by Colleen Hoover, and I'm very opinionated on this book. I'm like partly enjoying it is the thing. Like, I have an enjoyment level of it. Like, if that makes sense. I'm enjoying it. However, I'm just keep noticing all the problematic stuff about this book, which is kind of taking my enjoyment level out of it. Maybe I'm just like enjoying that, like, it's problematic and I just like pointing things out that are problematic. It's just something I like doing. That's really weird. So I'm on page 58. So reading this, in a sense liking it, but in a sense not, because it's problematic and I keep seeing all the problematic things. And I kind of like went into this book kind of knowing Colleen Hoover could be problematic. I know a lot of people on BookTube really love her writing, and so this is my first Colleen Hoover book, which is kind of a really random one because it's like a novella. It's not even like the book itself. It's really short. It's the only one I own. So, and I just wanted to read the shortest book on my shelf, so that's why I picked it up. I'm going to write a full review on this because I really want to give out spoilers. I mean, it's not really spoilers telling you what's problematic with the book. He has a younger sister who they call Chunk because she's chubby and fat, and they kind of make fun of fat people in this book, and I really don't like that. But like, I don't know why. Like, and she's his little sister, so that makes no sense. Like, I don't know what person would want to be called Chunk because they're fat. Like that, because they're overweight. Like, it's not, that doesn't, no one would want that. That just sounds disrespectful and rude. And then the characters are kind of just, like, weird. Like, it's kind of, like, I thought they were adults. I went into this book thinking the characters were adults, only to find out they're teenagers going to high school. And I'm like, wait, I thought, like, when I was reading the beginning, like, I thought he was a teacher or something, and then she was also a teacher, and that they both worked at the same school. But then, as I continued reading, I realized that they're both high school students, and I'm like, they don't read like high school students. They don't seem like high school students. Like, they read as young adults, like these mini adults. Like, they seem like they're in college, but they go to high school. Like, it's kind of like what the Riverdale writers do, where, like, they write these characters that are supposedly teenagers, but, like, they do not act like teenagers on any level, and they don't speak like teenagers. This is kind of the same thing, where they don't speak like teenagers do. So that's kind of annoying, and it's kind of just really weird things that would never happen, and really, like, I get, like, that, like, a book's fiction, and, like, these things don't need to be realistic. It doesn't have to happen because it's fiction, you know? But it's just so, when you're still writing a book and you want your characters to appear real, and if your characters, like, aren't real, like, they're not human, if that makes any sense. So, like, there's, like, this scene where they're on, like, a date, and they go to this playground that he hooked up with his girlfriend, like his ex-girlfriend 2 weeks ago, and so, like, she wants him to show her the place that he had sex, and it was just a really weird thing. Like, you wouldn't ask these things. It's just, like I said, it doesn't make sense. These two characters never have done relationships before. They've known each other, like, all of, like, a day or so. Like, they met at, like, the friend's house, and then they decided to go on a date. So, because they kind of like each other and whatever. And then they decide to all of a sudden become boyfriend and girlfriend with, like, barely knowing each other. And, like, they're aware that they barely know each other. They even, like, talk, yeah, this is weird, we barely know each other. But the thing is, it's out of character for these two characters to do this, because they haven't really been in a relationship. Like, they've been in relationships, but not, like, it's kind of a thing where, like, they don't really get exclusive right away, or whatever. They're kind of a playing the field kind of characters, and it's very out of character for both of them to get into this relationship. So it just doesn't make sense. Those are my thoughts currently. I'm probably gonna still have more issues with this book, and there's just some weird things they say. Like, even the whole beginning is, like, they kiss within, like, 5 seconds of knowing each other. I mean, I get that that's the plot, but, like, 5 seconds. Like, it was legit 5 seconds. I think she spoke, like, 4 words, and all of a sudden they're making out. Like I said before, it doesn't make sense. And it seems pretty predictable that, like, she's gonna be Cinderella or whatever. I would find it unpredictable, like, if she wasn't, so that would be kind of interesting. And then there's, like, a love triangle, and then it's like, who will he choose? The girl that he really likes right now, or, like, the girl that he hooked up with and thought was Cinderella, and blah, 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 blah. You know? But, like, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be Cinderella. There's my problems. So, I'd love to finish this sometime soon, and I'm, like, 31% of the way through it. I'm, like, pretty far through it. And it's a really short book that I can get through it, like, real fast. And, yeah. I kind of want to pick up Hopeless, though, because the characters from Hopeless have been in here, and I've been very interested by them, so I low-key want to pick it up. But, like, I really don't want a repeat of this, so I might look into it, see if it's very similar to Finding Cinderella, because if it's not, then I will pick it up. But, like I said before, these characters I thought were adults, and they're teenagers. I'm gonna go, because I have stuff. I'm going to be busy tonight, so in my free time I will pick this up. But for now, I'm gonna go. I might read a bit, and I'll try to update you guys sometime soon. So
hello.
Bye. So I'm not looking the greatest because I had a shower, so now my hair is like wet. But like I just kind of needed to film this now rather than like I don't know when tomorrow, because I don't know when I'm gonna film like my next update. So I thought I would now. But it's Wednesday night. I had an evening. Let's just say that. And I did pick up Finding Cinderella for a bit, and it's just there's more things I keep having to point out. So I made notes for a review, but I'm kind of also discussing it in this video, so it's fine. I'm on page 72 or 73, so like it's like 130 pages. So like I said, I only picked up this book because it was the smallest book on my shelf. So I was like, okay, this is this like smallest amount of pages. Like there's probably like other smaller books, and now I do own a smaller book because I bought one. But I was just like, I want to get through something quick, so I'm going to read this. I'm still debating whether or not if I want to pick up another Colleen Hoover. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll make a video on it. I don't know, because I'm curious if the rest of them are like still this problematic. Like if any of her new books are like this problematic, because it's problematic. This is what this book is, problematic. There is a scene where the two characters, like, they, technically are, like, they're dating, but, like, they're not supposed to date because, his friend said they couldn't, you know? It was a weird thing. I don't really think that your friend should have a say in who you can or can't date. It's not their life. It's yours. So, I mean, like, you should probably just be like, no. Like, I mean, but they're having a secret relationship anyways, so it's just gonna be worse when he finds out. Like, honestly, it's a book, so it's fine, whatever. But they're, like, just chilling in a hallway or something, and he let me see if I can find it, but he randomly calls her a slut, and I think he means it as a joke. You never call anyone a slut, like, just don't. It's not okay, it's rude, it's always disrespectful. And I mean, like, she was okay with it and whatever, but, like, I don't think that should be shown as that's appropriate language to use. So the scene is, I can't believe you had sex with pretty much everyone else. I reply teasingly. She grins. You're a jerk. You're a slut. And this is supposed to be romance, and the boyfriend is calling her a slut. I don't know, I don't think the protagonist is supposed to be this unlikable, but he is. And then, like, a couple pages later or so, they're talking about his ex-girlfriend, who is his girlfriend. Really weird stuff, that doesn't really make any sense. But they're talking about his ex-girlfriend, and they're all calling her a slut, and then all of a sudden he comes to his ex-girlfriend's defense, but he can still casually call his actual girlfriend a slut. Is this supposed to be a love story? Because, like, I don't know, it's not. It's very problematic. And this is 130 pages. It's like a 300-page book of problems. Well, there's a lot to discuss, and I kind of low-key want to read another one of her books just for the fact to see if they're all the same, because I'm pretty sure they're all just as problematic as this one from what I've heard. kind of want to read Hopeless. I'm kind of curious. But that's all I have to update you on for now. Tomorrow I also have another pretty busy day because I'm just a pretty busy gal. So I'm home for like maybe an hour after school and stuff. So kind of like today. So we'll see if I actually do anything because I might just want to sit and play Choices or Love Struck or something, knowing me. So yeah, I might read more of this tonight if I decide to, but I also might want to go on my iPad for a bit. So I'm not gonna let myself stop doing that. So I know I haven't read a lot this week, but like that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. So yeah, I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday. I might not update you guys tomorrow, but we'll see what happens.
Hey guys,
so, goodbye.
It's Emily and it's Friday. It's like 6 p.m. So I've been home for a couple of hours, but I've kind of just been laying low since I've gotten home because I was just so exhausted today. And from this week in general, I've had such a busy week. So I don't think I updated you guys yesterday, but I'm back today. I might switch my updating area. But I did finish a book, and that was Finding Cinderella by Colleen Hoover. And I gave this a 2 out of 5 stars. I had a lot of problems with this book, yet for some reason I still somewhat enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the character element, even though some things that the character said were problematic and didn't make sense and were just kind of weird, which I called them out on. And yeah, that's, yeah, it was a book. I wrote a full review, and I don't really feel like going into my thoughts anymore because I wrote that full review already, so I will link that down below if you want to hear my full thoughts on this book. I have left the bookmark in it currently because they have a preview of Maybe Someday in it, and this was the one, Maybe Someday was the one Colleen Hoover book that like I remember I wanted to read. It sounded interesting to me when I heard the plot line. So I'm not quite sure whether or not I want to pick up another Colleen Hoover because I didn't like this one. You guys can let me know if you think that I might like other Colleen Hoover books. I'm not sure. I think I definitely want to pick up Hopeless, and then I'm thinking about picking up Maybe Someday. I know there's some I definitely do not want to pick up, like Ugly Love. That just does not sound interesting to me, but the Maybe Someday and Hopeless possibly Slammed sound interesting to me. So, we'll see. I don't know if I will pick them up, but just a thought. I have the, like, chapter, sampler thing in here. So, if I am interested, then I can read that, see if it actually still does interest me, because, like, the plotline of this sounds interesting, but then you read it, and it's just not, it's not what, it might be probably what you expect, but, like, it just was not for me, so. So now I'm kind of in a weird place because I remembered that I'm going to be seeing the Aladdin movie, I think, on this weekend. So I kind of want to pick up The Forbidden Wish by Jessica Cahorney, but I'm also not sure if I'm really in the mood for like a fantasy kind of thing right now. And I love my retellings, and I kind of just, in a sense, read a retelling because this is kind of a Cinderella retelling, I guess. So I'm debating if I want to pick this up, so I guess I could pick up another retelling, but I don't know, because I've also been really wanting to pick up Again But Better by Christine Riccio, so I'm just not sure which one I want to pick up. I also have Geekerella in here, and Dorothy Must Die. I think I'm in a retellings phase. That's the phase I'm in, retellings. So, I don't know. It was just a random thought. I don't know if I'm going to pick this up. I have other books too, like Geekerella, 16th Summer, and Dorothy Must Die, all just sitting here. So, and I kind of want to read 16th Summer as well. I cannot make up my mind. I'm going to try to read some of this. We'll see how much I get through it. I also really want to listen to the playlist that Christine made because she used it while writing the book, so I kind of want to listen to that. I'm like on page 12 currently, so I'm going to pick this back up and we'll see how far I get through it. I'm very excited to read this book, so should be exciting and good. It's not a quick read, which I think I kind of want a quick read, but like, which is 16th Summer. 16th Summer's the quick read, but we'll see how far I get through it, and I will update you guys sometime soon. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know when, but sometime.
Hey guys, it's Emily with another update. I wanted to switch the location. I don't know quite how the lighting is, but like, let's hope it's okay. I barely read anything. It's Sunday today, so I didn't update you guys at all yesterday for no reason at all, because I was home for a majority of the day. I just didn't update you because I didn't really read anything. I found out like at 10 a.m. or something that Lovestruck was doing the heart challenge thing, which if you don't know what Lovestruck is or what the heart challenge is, it's basically, Lovestruck is like a game of playable stories, and hearts are kind of like your currency in the game, and they're very hard to get. I always feel like I don't have enough hearts because they're a lot more difficult to get than in other games, but they still give you time to get them and like ways to get them. So during the weekend they do this heart challenge thing with stories that you play. If you like, with all the tickets that you use, you earn hearts by playing stories, so it's easy for me to get distracted in that. I haven't really been enjoying the stories I'm playing. I'm kind of just playing them at the moment for review, but just kind of wanting to get hearts and stuff. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. In other news, I just didn't read anything yesterday. I think I mainly played Lovestruck and Choices. I finally finished the Royal Romance today, which is great. I finally finished that series, and I love it so much. But the reason I finished it today, it was kind of like fun playing like new stuff because I never actually played the ending. So there was a lot of stuff that I hadn't played yet, which was a lot of fun to read. Because I just missed these characters and stuff. But they're coming back in June, so they will be back soonish, sometime in June, so like next month. It's very exciting. I'm expecting sneak peeks in like 2-ish weeks, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm like on page 13 of Again But Better in my reading progress. I've been wanting to listen to the audiobook of, what is it? It's like A Million Worlds Without You. No, that's the sequel. What's the third book? I don't remember what the third book was. But in the 1,000 Pieces of You series, I've been wanting to listen to the third book because I think I read that like over a year ago was I read the first and second book, but like it's still pretty ingrained in my brain. I remember a lot that happened for me disliking it, which is kind of weird. But I kind of want to just finish that series, so I kind of want to still see how it wraps up and all that stuff. I'm kind of just, I don't know. I'm like interested in the plot line enough that I want to see where it goes and how it ends, but I'm not really interested in the characters. But yeah, I don't know. I just got really annoyed at the main protagonist character. But right now, I don't feel like reading. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like reading. I think I did tell you I was gonna read right after my last update, and then right after that, I finished filming that vlog. My friend texted me and said that he was doing a live stream, and I just had to watch it because he's my friend, so I watch his live streams, you know? Like, yeah, I don't know. He had some drama to spill, so, like, some tea to spill, so I just wanted to hear everything more in depth, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. And then right after that, I just no longer felt like reading, and I think I played, like, Lovestruck or something, but I don't know. I'm still technically reading, because I did finish the Royal Romance, if you count that, and I did finish a Lovestruck story, if you count that, so one of the Queen of Thieves routes. So I don't know if you count that, but in my mind, I did read, so it's not like I don't read, I just like these playing reading stuff. I've also been continuing with Desire and Decorum Book 2, so that's fun. But right now, I really feel like actually writing Save My Life, which you don't know what Save My Life is. It's a web series that I came up with. I wanted to finish the second season a couple summers ago. I've been trying to do that, and it keeps not happening because I did finish filming the second season, and then there was an issue with the home server and it deleted like all of the videos that I had filmed for it, so I'm kind of frustrated on that. Still frustrated, so I think I filmed like a couple episodes, but I'm kind of wanting a refresh of what exactly I wrote and just rewriting and then hopefully filming. I don't know if I'll film it all today, but that would be nice if I filmed an episode. That'd be fun. And that's about it. So I'm going to write Save My Life, and I'll try to get to Again But Better sometime today because I want to read it. I'm really liking from the 13 pages that I've read so far. The main character is very relatable. Like, even though like I haven't been in this situation, I totally see myself being in her situation. That's all I really have for you for now. I'm gonna go write Save My Life, and then I'm gonna try to read for like some time today, so we'll see if that happens. But yeah, I'm gonna go for now. Goodbye!
Hello, it's me. I'm back, and filming against my door because I want a new location, and so I can take those like thumbnail things, and it's not all in the same location by my bookshelf. So I have read like 10 pages of Again But Better since I last saw you, which I don't think I updated you again at all yesterday. I've been super busy, so today, so I read when I could, like before classes and between classes, because I don't have friends to talk to,
I read when I could, and I'm probably not going to get a lot done tonight because I need to practice for band, and what else am I doing? Oh, I have math tutoring, so, yeah, and any other time I should probably be, what's the word, doing homework. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!
Hello, it is me, and today I am here with my wrap-up of what I read this week. I didn't read a lot, didn't expect to read a lot, which I said at the beginning of the week, but I thought I would wrap it all up for you guys, so yeah. So the only book that I actually completed this week was Finding Cinderella by Colleen Hoover. This book was a mess. This book, I just didn't like. It wasn't for me, I think, was a main thing, and I just found a lot of problems with this book. So this book is about these two teenagers who, one night or one day when they are in a janitor's closet, they both decide to chill there, but they haven't seen what each other looks like, know each other's name, they kind of just know each other's voices, and that's about it, and they decide to hook up, and ever since this hookup, our main character, Daniel, hasn't been able to forget it, and she, like, disappeared like Cinderella. And then he meets Six, and she seems cool, so, and he has, like, these feelings for her that he's never really had for anybody else, because she's different, so, yeah, that's basically the plot. It's a novella to the Hopeless series. You can read Hopeless, you can read this as a standalone, because I have not read Hopeless, but I do plan to read Hopeless. However, I was not really impressed, and there was a lot of things I had problems with, and the ending was kind of confusing, but I think I need to read Hopeless to understand bits and pieces of stuff they were talking about, because I had no clue, and it doesn't explain it to you at all, which is kind of annoying, because it's from these characters' point of view. I feel like it should have explained it, because they didn't really know what was happening, so I didn't know what was happening, but I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars, so not off to a great start. I also didn't really update you guys, but I have been reading Macbeth throughout this past week. I don't have the book with me because I kind of leave it at school, but I'm reading Macbeth at school, and so I've read that as well. And I started again, but better this week. It still doesn't have the Just Jacket on. I made like 20 pages into it, but I'm not super far yet, so hopefully I can continue on with this next week. So that is my wrap-up for this reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a big fat thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more of this lovely face. I'll see you guys in my next vlog or video or whatever. Bye!